What do you think? I'll give you two guesses, but you're only going to need one as to what every single headline was. Kirk, 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 Kirk,
Oh boy.
Kirk, Kirk, Charlie. Every single headline. And the wife said to the people, this is a quote, "You have no idea what you've unleashed." Oh, boy. Oh, my God. Make it stop.
Starting to record locally here. Alright, how's it going, guys? I'm gonna go over Matt's Freevoice presentation. Like I explained a while ago during the stream, I have my camera on a tripod right now, and so my setup's a tiny bit different, but this is just like temporary. So yeah, let's go ahead. Some wacky shit going on today that I kind of plan to get into. This angle's weird, man. I don't really like it, but it's whatever. There we go. That'll do. Fuck it. Yeah, still getting those errors. So I'm recording locally anyway, so fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and play the video and hope for the best. Alright. And I plan to edit out this music and stuff because I don't know if I'm gonna have issues with copyright or whatever the hell.
Crew here at Disco 22 WPTU. We have 52 degrees. Skies are sunny now in New York City. A good day is coming up to, well, let's say 60 years old this afternoon.
Charlie Kirk's killing is just the latest act of deadly political violence in the U.S. Now lawmakers from both parties are wondering how to safely engage with the public. Arnold Science explains.
Which part, Kirk? This company, holy shit. I was thinking about that show a few days ago, actually. And the intro was funny as shit to me. Just thinking of the stupid story with this family man. Yeah. I forgot about that dumbass song. I think Matt mentioned it in his yesterday's presentation. Come and knock on our door. I'm gonna have to fucking edit all this out. Damn, man, take me back. Fucking John Ritter, he died too. Take me back, white man. My cats are freaking out. Come and knock on our door. We've been waiting for you. Yeah, pushing the degeneracy agenda, you know.
The assassination of Charlie Kirk has reopened a conversation about how to protect lawmakers amid concerns about political violence. That is a common concern that we heard from some lawmakers up on Capitol Hill this week. House Speaker Mike Johnson said he has held preliminary conversations with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries on the issue of security, as some members do want to see enhanced security measures for when they are back home in their home states or potentially traveling for events.
Come and dance on our floor. Come and dance on our floor. Take a step that is new. Take a step that is new.
Hey, Suzanne Somers. She's still alive? I know John Ritter's dead.
You'll see that life is a ball again. Laughter is calling for you.
Oh, the schlubby hubby.
These concerns about political violence really came to the forefront over the summer after
The fucking schlubby hubby. Oh no.
That Minnesota Democratic state lawmaker back in June. After that shooting, the House and Senate worked through what additional security funding and resources might look like for these lawmakers. There have actually been some pilot programs underway in the House and Senate to determine what security details could look like for members when they are back home. I spoke with Senator Mark Wayne Mullen.
Down at our rendezvous. Down at our rendezvous. Please company too.
Who leads a subcommittee of the Senate Appropriations Committee, who said that they are working through what it might cost to have security details and what the size and scope of that could entail. He said all lawmakers will have different needs and they will need to assess that going forward. But we've also spoken with some lawmakers who said that they are rethinking how they might approach their own security and their events going forward. Some lawmakers said that they may not hold outdoor large events.
I mean, thought Charlie. Oh, I see what they're doing. What they're trying to do now. But Charlie Kirk had his own. I'm pretty fucking sure he had his own security detail, right? He wasn't just some fucking schlub or some schmuck like you and I. These teleprompter readers annoy the fuck out of me.
Going forward, there are
Yep.
others who have signaled that they might use
It's just so obvious that they're
funds
fucking
to try to hire
reading, you know?
security for various events going forward.
Stay
These are all some of the
safe. We're gonna have
dynamics that
to, you
people
know.
are considering
No
amid
more
these
outdoor
concerns
rallies,
about
guys.
political violence.
Sorry. Oh God. I'm definitely gonna have to cut this out.
Yo, Mook.
That's good.
Mookie. What? Come here, no brothers up on the wall.
Man, that's Sal, right?
Hey, Sal, how come there no brothers up on the wall here?
You want brothers on the wall?
This is
It's your own
cringe.
place. You can do what you want to do. You can put your brothers and uncles and nieces and nephews, your stepfather.
Because it's an Italian restaurant, my dude.
But this is my pizzeria. American Italians on the wall.
What a retard.
Huh? You. Okay.
It's a Spike movie, ain't it? Spike Lee movie, ain't it?
Yeah, that might be fine, Sal, but you own this. Rarely do I see any American Italians eating here. All I see is black folks. So since we spend much money here, we do have some say.
But I also spoke with
punk
some
ass.
senators who were worried that these
People like
acts
that
of
just need to get
political
their ass
violence might turn people away.
That's the
from
only
running
thing,
for
like, they
office
just didn't
going
get their
forward.
ass beat
Senator
enough
Tim Kaine
as children.
said that he's very worried that this is going to lead to good public servants either deciding not to run or deciding to step down from their posts. So these are all some of the concerns and dynamics that are playing out among lawmakers as they assess the path forward
Kirk killing.
after this assassination against
The
Charlie
church
Kirk.
killing.
Trending. Charlie Kirk. You think that's trending? It'll be trending for the next 27 years.
Phew.
Kirk. This headline's FBI Director
Oh.
Battelle screwing up. Kirk. Charlie Hebdo. Kirk's assassin. Kirk. This is Kirk. Up here, this Kirk. You can watch it live. This is about
Did I
breast
miss the Tim
implant
Kaine part?
surgery for a subscriber.
Let's rewind
Out
for a
among
second.
lawmakers as they assess the path forward after this assassination against Charlie Kirk. From running
Here, all I see is
to lead to good public servants either deciding not to run
Oh, yeah.
or deciding to step down from their posts. So these are all some of the concerns and dynamics that are playing out among lawmakers as they assess the path forward.
What a shit
after
show.
About vaccines.
Senator
And this is
Tim Kaine.
Kirk. This is Kirk. Up here, this Kirk. You can watch it live. This is about breast implant surgery for subscribers only. That's too bad we're not a subscriber.
Oh my God. That looks like the thing. Holy fuck. Looks like the thumbnail I used. Dude, this needs to stop. Where's it at? Right here. I don't care if you have cancer. Same shit. Same thing. Her hands are in the same spot, more or less. Different hands, though. The fuck? Oh, it's so weird. So real quick, for the sake of my own video, Kirk and I were talking about copy-paste simulation, right? So, you know, Kirk, my friend, is talking about how, you know, part of the Reality Benders podcast, he's talking about how his name he's never heard his name so much in his life these past, like, 2 days. Back during the 7-Eleven job application, I heard the name Rudy so damn much because of Rudy Giuliani, the New York City mayor. So it's kind of I mean, I don't think I experienced it to this degree, you know. But it's like, it's just fucking bizarre, man. Let's just keep going.
This is on vaccines, and this is Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel ain't Kirk. It should be all Kirk.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Charlie Kirk is a cracker. Oh God.
Sometimes all the tenacity and grit in the world can't overcome the boundaries we face. So
Fucking
Moya
cringe
Stanley
fest.
is partnering with the Women's Tennis Association to remove them.
What boundaries, man? What boundaries? What fucking boundaries?
Because this game
They can literally do anything. What the fuck?
Finally showing you the full commercial we discussed about a week ago. I didn't realize the court at the ends of
I mean, that means I'll probably have to black that out too.
Magenta now has 20-some shades. They're trying to make everything magenta. Matt, maybe it changed, and that's not what the reality was. It's possible. It's possible. It starts out covering the one eye, of course. What does it say? Sometimes all the talent or grit and tenacity in the world cannot overcome all challenges and barriers. That's why the Women's Tennis Association has teamed up with a bunch of asshole white bankers, Morgan Stanley, because this game is for everyone. Everyone I've talked about this, not many, Greg.
The imaginary boundaries, yeah.
2 family members.
You know, it's like the perfect way they kind of say it too is the glass ceiling, right? Well, the glass ceiling, if you think about it, it's almost like an imaginary border because it's glass, it's see-through. It's like it's all in your fucking head, you retard. I was gonna say something. I'm gonna rewind it a second.
Morgan Stanley, because
white guys, right? Rich white guys. You know, I've talked about this before, but like these women or these people who are begging for their rights from some authority, right? And who's usually the authority? Rich old white men. So just to say the dumb meme, even though I'm pretty sure that's fake too. You know, they're just the fall guys, right? Rich white man. You just say it like a parrot. It's like, oh, rich white man, so it's got to be it, right? But you know, everybody listening to this knows that's probably fake too. But what these idiots don't realize is that the authority that they're getting on their hands and knees and begging for their freedoms or whatever, or their opportunities and all that bullshit, are rich old white men. So I don't know, it's fucking stupid as fuck.
This game is for everyone. Everyone I've talked about this, not many, Greg, and 2 family members. Is there any merit to this? Are you aware of where women are being held back in terms of playing tennis, where every high school by law, if there's a men's tennis team, has to have a women's tennis team? Every single college by law has to have equal number of games and the ability to travel to different schools for the men's tennis team. Are you aware of any girl being held back regarding tennis? And it's not a gigantic sample size, but they said no. It's just literally made up. They just literally make shit up. Now, I know you guys know this, but it's incredible. It really is. It's just all made up. And I don't know what the people think who are just crunching their popcorn, waiting for damn, what's his name? His name is Alcatraz or whatever to come back on playing. Alcatraz is playing Sinner. Every final, it's a guy named Sinner against a guy named Alcatraz. I'm not even joking.
Fate was declared. This attack in part was facilitated by the policies of this administration, President Obama and Secretary Clinton, that have allowed political correctness into the threat assessment. Today, I beg the White House, stop with the political...
Cute. Who's this? Orange tabby for no reason? Okay, thanks. What are we doing? I didn't need to see this. Oh my god. For no fucking reason, I guess. Somebody... Oh my god. What was the point of that? Was this something that Jeff sent him? Or whoever? Oh, this dude. That reporter who got shot.
With any other girl except her. And he did it to
Look at this
Adam,
fucking guy.
I just, and she loved her.
And he's got red hair.
I just want to be able to touch her soul now.
Charlie Kirk's killing is just the latest act of deadly political violence in the U.S. Now lawmakers from both parties are wondering how to safely engage with the public. Arlette Science explains.
He's all somber and serious. Now lawmakers from both parties are wondering how to engage with the public because, see, somebody was shot. That never happens in the United States. AI assistant, AI overview, whatever you're 300 a day gets shot. 300 a day. So this guy was shot. He wasn't a lawmaker. 300 a day gets shot. It's been going on for, say, 80.
What, the orange kitten?
years. Now lawmakers are
In
wondering
reference
how to
to
engage.
the
You're worried about
Orlando
their
nightclub
safety.
shooting.
That makes
You talking
perfect
about
sense.
the cat?
Let's get to what's most
I'm
important.
confused.
That's not a black man. Let's get to what's most important. You think that's a black man?
I wanted to
Look
know
at
why
the
there's
features.
a cat for
That
no
is
reason
a
on the
white guy
screen.
that spent about 3 weeks too long out in the sun without any 30 block at the damn Club Med or Sandals Resorts.
The assassination of Charlie Kirk has reopened a conversation about how to protect lawmakers amid concerns about political violence. That is a common concern that we heard from some lawmakers up on Capitol Hill this week. House Speaker Mike Johnson said he has held preliminary conversations with House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries on the issue of security, as some members do want to see enhanced security measures for when they are back home in their home states or potentially traveling for events.
Reopen a conversation on how to protect lawmakers. So let me get this straight.
Protect lawmakers.
They had no idea before a few days ago anybody could be shot or killed.
Oh,
We
right.
need an
All of a
emergency
sudden,
session.
all of a sudden it's like, oh, that could be me. Fucking
We need to reopen
fuckheads.
a conversation on how to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Bring key members of the Senate. Bring the House committees. You didn't realize yesterday you could be shot? No. Who could have realized we could be shot? This changes everything.
James T. Kirk guy looks goofy as fuck, like an AI-generated mugshot with that giant forehead. Yeah.
Get these
I agree.
motherfuckers in here.
He's a
Get the new
strange-looking
security
dude.
details in. We need to spend more money. More security details. See, that's what they're doing. Now it'll be remote. It'll be digital.
Mhm.
There'll be more security pat-downs
Yeah.
and check-downs.
I wouldn't
all
be
in the name
surprised if they try to have some kind of weird remote rallies, like.
of staying safe. That's how they implement more laws and more restrictions to take away freedom. So we're not just conspiracy people. Anybody with a head not stuck up their ass should see what the whole point of all this shit is. But just like with the white guy who was the black guy who was the white guy, let's get to the most important point here. I looked it up. Her name is Arlette Saenz.
Kinda cute.
And just like Chet in Weird Science, Arlette, if you're watching, and I know you probably are, I'd like to butter your muffin.
Now, these concerns about political violence really came to the forefront over the summer after the assassination of that Minnesota Democratic state
power, really?
lawmaker back in
That's
June.
some creepy shit,
Did you
man.
really just do that, Arlette? You just glossed over the dead without saying her name? The Minnesota state lawmaker that was killed in June. I continued to listen. Doesn't even use the proper name. Where's your remorse, Arlette? Where's your empathy or sympathy for these fake events? I mean, I'm thinking about not even taking you out now, and you're probably already waiting by the phone. You don't just gloss over the dead, the Minnesota state lawmaker that was killed, without using at least the straw man name in all caps. Where's your sympathy, empathy, and remorse? Even, what is it, Andy Dufresne in one of the first scenes in Shawshank. Remember, fresh fish, reeling them in. I'd put $10, 10 cigarettes on that tall drink of water here. We always get somebody on the first night. Remember, fat ass, buy a nose. Remember that? Right, don't, Professor Hadley, Captain of the Guard Hadley's coming. Shut up, fat ass, shut up. Remember? Tyrone, did you work infirmary duty last night? How's my horse doing? He's dead. What about the doctor? Well, the doctor was gone for the night. By the time he came in the morning, nothing we could do. And then Andy said, remember, unlike Arlette here, Andy said, what was his name? Even Andy cared to document the name of the dead. The dead have rights. Arlette, I'm calling it off. Sorry, honey. You had your chance. I'm not calling you.
After that shooting, the House and Senate worked through what additional security funding and resources might look like for these lawmakers. There have actually been
More
some
taxpayer
pilot
money.
programs underway.
Yeah, they saw
in the
dollar
House
signs when that
Senate
shit
to
happened.
determine what security details could look like for members when they are.
More money laundering, more security detail, and all in the name of safety. Safety. Stay safe. More taxpayer money. More more fake printed money. Who gives a fuck?
Back home.
Back to Shawshank for just 1 minute, Arlette, if you will. Remember when Andy Dufresne was teaching Tommy to read? Young punk, Mr. Rock and Roll.
Actually,
we liked
I
him
don't.
immediately. Remember, Tommy, and then he wrote on the board like the cat chased the rat out on the limb, and Tommy had to underline the nouns. Remember that? And Tommy underlined cat
okay.
and rat, and then Andy we missed limb, right? You can do the same
remember that
thing
now.
when you hear not milk cyborgs like Arlette. That's right, Arlette. Not taking you out. You know why I know she's a not milk cyborg? There's no pauses between the sentences. There's no. See, I
would have
stopped
guessed she
and kinda
was a
took
man,
breath.
actually.
I've never had this happen before, where I'm trying to break down certain segments of what's being said, and I can break it down to the millisecond. On iMovie, I can't put a breaker in. One word runs right into the other without even a 1/1,000,000th of a second pause. That has to be some sort of data type.
Waited at Social Security office for 2+ hours. Taxpayer fake money at work. Yeah, pretty much. When I went to that tag and title place, a couple months back to get the stupid little fucking star on my license, I was out of there within 30 minutes. You know, paid the stupid fees, and I was out. I didn't have to take a number. I just walked in, showed them all the paperwork, and I had to bring like proof of residency and all that bullshit. And I just gave them a folder full of shit, and I was like, here, whatever you need out of this folder, use it. And they found a few things, and I got the fuck out of there within 30 minutes. It was crazy. Like, I meant to make a video about this actually when it happened, only because I wanted to make a point about how it seems that, obviously these more private businesses, the tag and title place would be privately owned, right? And they're given, permission to do these government things, whatever fucking fees and licenses they have to get. But my point is, like, this is a private business who handles these, just handles these situations a lot quicker and a lot more efficient than the actual government and these, taxpayer institutions. It's just a bunch of fucking horseshit. I think that's why I didn't do the presentation at the time, because it would have been a really short video, because that's pretty much all I had to say about it.
Android robot from Star Trek. Arlette, you're not even real.
They should have hired Billy at those offices. Shit was overgrown like a fucking jungle. Yeah, I do wonder, places where you're from that are more urban, and I don't know if it's urban, but you get what I'm saying, more, where it would have less people to do that kind of landscaping work, how well those areas are groomed, or whatever the phrase is.
Who knows what would happen if what happened, and after a few wines, certain things led to certain things. Who knows what would be in store for me? So back to Shawshank, you underline the nouns. Well, in terms of what the cyborg from the Not Milk, you do the same thing. Instead of underlying the nouns, you underline what the Not Milk's really saying through its puppet news people. And we're not going to go back and listen to it again, but it would be Tommy, underline additional resources was there, additional funding, pilot programs. So more money has to be spent, more rights have to be taken away, more things have to be implemented. The Hegelian dialectic is not what the truthers say, but the way the truthers have interpreted what this Not Milk thing does in terms of creating problems and then reacting to its own problems, the truthers are exactly right in that regard.
The problem, what's it called? Problem solution, something or other. But they basically perpetuate their own problems, and they offer the solution, like I said before. In the past, especially with the Real ID thing, where it's like it's manufactured problems, they offer a solution, they take away more rights. I mean, basically what Matt said, right? Literally a block down from the office was actually like I was playing Fallout. Destroyed buildings and piles of rubble is weird as fuck, post-apocalyptic. Maybe it is, dude. Maybe that part of that part of the city or town you're in or whatever is just fucking rendered right before your eyes. And we recently talked about the Fallout thing in our last podcast.
But every bit of the problem is created by Not Milk, and they already have the solution. That's not what Hegel meant, but I understand what the truthers are saying, and generally they're right.
I spoke with Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, who leads a subcommittee of the Senate Appropriations Committee, who said that they are working through what it might cost to have security details and what the size and scope of that.
What'd you refer to that? So Kirk chopping at the bit. They're like, doing this shit. Like, ooh, we got some more money coming in, y'all. Let's make up some bullshit. Look at his fucking nose. Look at this man's nose. Fuck your cowboy hat, bitch.
Arlette says she spoke with Senator Mark Wayne Mullen. There's the three names again, like John Hinckley Jr., Lee Harvey Oswald, John Wayne Mullen? I forget already. You should change your name, sir. Somebody reached out in the comments and I go by three names. Well, then go by two. If you go by three names now, it's within your power to change it, right? I have a middle name too. You hear me talk about it? No. I just go by Matt McKinley. I don't trust the three names. So Arlette says, quote, I talked to Senator John Wayne Mullins on the Senate Appropriations. That's, I think, the money, And they're looking at what it would cost.
I got a honker on me too, man. I don't know if you look at my profile, but I got, it's really suspect if you think about it.
Pretty details what it would entail. The way she said it, word for word, implies they don't have any security. What? That's news to me. Let's just say they don't have much. So again, I guess I'm being a little repetitive. It takes the shooting and murder of one conservative talking head to change the security plans for the entire U.S. government. We need 300 murders a day from gun violence, and this guy, there's a conservative guy that we murdered. It was, remember the mayor of Easttown. Remember they murdered me, dude. You didn't have the security plans in place before, but now because of this one event,
I mean,
the whole government.
Come on, man, Charlie Kirk. That's fucking hell. James T. Kirk. He had to have. I mean, this motherfucker, according to one of my subscribers, right, that Casey Jones guy, started a Turning Point USA when he was 18. I mean, fucking back in 2011 or something, like 10 years of having a target on your back like that. Like he had his own he had private security, man. What the fuck? Come on, dude.
It's gonna change, and you think we're conspiracy people, and you think we're a little crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Who's crazy is people that actually believe this stuff. I mean, it is now at kindergarten level. All you have to be is first grader or higher to see through it.
All lawmakers will have different needs, and they will need to assess that going forward.
Is that the John Wayne Mullen guy? Is that him?
Arlette, what is you talking about, sweetie girl? The lawmakers will have different needs. They don't have different security needs. They all have one need, the same need, the need to stay alive.
Don't get shot.
Whether you speak in Biloxi, Mississippi.
The fucking meme of objective try not to die or whatever, survive. Stupid fucking bullshit.
Or New York City, or where there's a crowd, right? Or you're just speaking to nobody. You're speaking to the Scarecrow in the Wizard of Oz. There's a crowd, right? What does it matter? They don't have different needs. The security, it's to stay alive, because with this Charlie Hebdo Kirk thing, everything's changed. Everything's different for lawmakers now that this one guy got winged. The whole government needs to just basically start over. I'm very concerned.
Some lawmakers who said that they are rethinking how they might approach their own security and their events going forward. Some lawmakers said that they may not hold outdoor large events going forward. There are others.
The following is a secret recording that was made available to me, Quantum of Conscience, just a few days ago, taken from Senator Chuck Schumer's office. When Senator Schumer was asked if he was still planning to do the Central Park event, where 8,000 to 10,000 planned to attend, play the tape, Senator Schumer said, "Oh, hell no! I'm not speaking in public. Didn't you hear Arlette on CNN? We're all changing our plans. I can't go out in front of those people. It's not safe anymore. This Charlie Kirk thing changes everything."
Who have signaled that they might use private funds to try to hire security for various events.
I don't know. After a while, they're not going to need optics like these, right? Because it's always about the optics when it comes to these rallies. And I don't know. It's weird because I think they're going to find a way to give a different optic when it comes to these big events, right? And before you know it, maybe this idea of not celebrities, but politicians with a target on their back, and now as everyone's got in their minds, like, oh, we can go out in public and potentially, two asses in a nation, these people. And it's like that idea might bleed into like other public gatherings like churches or maybe even school events or football games. I don't know, man. I think they're just trying to get people, the idea of lockdowns, right? Trying to get people set in this idea of staying home and staying safe, right? Staying safe. I don't know, man. It's creepy. Like, there's some fucking weird agenda going on besides what we're immediately seeing, obviously. But I don't care. I'm not too concerned. I don't care that much. But to me, I'm just kind of voicing what's going on through my head as I'm watching this,
Going forward, these are all some of the dynamics that people are considering
of course they show
amid these concerns about
show
political
like the
violence.
retard-looking person.
With some senators who were worried that these acts of political
Why
violence
you smiling, bitch?
might turn people away from running for office going forward.
Oh no,
please.
Arlette, I didn't consider that. These acts of political violence could turn good people away who want to run for office. It's going to keep more good people out of the Senate and the House of Representatives. I never even considered that ramification. They don't want to go get shot. Holy shit, what are we going to do? I don't know. Maybe they can speak from an iron lung. Get those damn iron lungs up in here that they had for polio and the shit in the 50s, and they can speak from a literal iron lung with a titanium coating. We have to make sure good people still want to run for office. Don't listen to those conspiracy people that say the only people put into positions of power in the government are those that are going to bow down and do exactly what the not Nulk wants. Those that have already been taken under the dragon's wing, mind controlled on the frequency radio station, and download of the evil here of this world. They're just conspiracy whack jobs. Real good people and people that want to make a change run for office. And now they're going to be afraid to do it because of the political violence. Oh my gosh. Government, you have my permission. Do whatever you need to do. Take any of my rights away that you want, as long as we can still get good people in the House and the Senate.
But from my close-up inspection, there's no evidence of a plane having crashed anywhere near the Pentagon. The only site is the actual site of the building that's crashed in. And as I said, the only pieces left that you can see are small enough that you can pick up in your hand.
Right away.
There are no large tail sections, wing sections,
fuselage,
nothing like that anywhere around, which would indicate that the entire plane crashed into the side of the Pentagon and then caused the side to collapse. Now, even though if you look at the pictures of the Pentagon, you see that the floors have all collapsed. That didn't happen immediately. It wasn't until almost about 45 minutes later that the structure was weakened enough that all of the floors collapsed.
Yeah, I agree.
Jeff, it's in the performance he did.
Much more than either.
Oh my God, I forgot about this.
My section's better than bagels with lox.
Was this the thing that Bill Nye showed up to? Am I thinking of something else? Bill Nye, there he is. Fucking idiot.
Hello, this is Matt. Yeah? Yeah, I have the YouTube channel, Quantum of Conscience. That's me. Matt Arlette? Oh my God, when I made that video, I was just kidding. I didn't think you would actually call me up for a date. I said some bad things about you, but now that you're really calling, I'm reconsidering. Why am I reconsidering? Because I haven't been on a date in decades. You're really calling me. Oh my God. Well, you want to know what I'd plan to do with you before agreeing to go out with me? Well, you could come here. Well, I don't really like to go out anywhere. I don't like restaurants, or I don't really like. There's Wendy's. You could come here. There's a lot of bricks in the backyard. Have you ever built a stove?
Take her to BK, man. They got that fucking barbecue. God, what was it? It was really good. That fucking barbecue burger. God damn it, what was it called? It's driving me crazy. I'm gonna look it up. I'm ruining Matt's bit.
Have you ever built stoves and lit fires in those stoves? That's not what you typically do on your date. I know.
Barbecue brisket
Forget
Whopper,
what all those fucks down on K Street have done with you. Let's do this. It'll be... Arlette? Hello? Hello? Arlette, come back!
Oh my God.
This is the old Bootsy girl.
Cute.
This is old Boots.
Finally.
She don't move as
Finally some goddamn entertainment.
The other one, but they're supposed to be from the same litter. This is the old girl.
She's cutie.
All right, come on.
A blue horse. Let's not start something. I don't know, a blue horse is kind of suspect. We're gonna see some blue horses. Okay, where was the, there it is. Go away. Yeah, what the fuck was this about? Not that I don't mind, but not that I mind. Take out the quarterback with your bolt action. Yeah, that's the idea. He's falling asleep. Cute little guy. In case you don't know, orange tabbies are usually males, even though I've known 2 female tabbies in my lifetime, which is pretty weird in of itself. So that's that.
Either way, let's forget about that. It kind of knows who to take into positions of power. And it knows the type of entity it's dealing with, that it will never get off the tracks or never betray it, if you see what I'm saying. And things like Alec Baldwin, they're all humiliations on purpose. It's all not planned. There's no one that ever turns around and says, wait a second, I've been making a mistake in what I'm doing in my life. I'm going to fight it. And then people yelling at me, oh, I hear you, third grade truthers. There's a lot of people that tried that, Matt, and they were made to go kaput. Okay. I'm just saying it's an expert at assessing the individual. That's why Matt will never be allowed on a college campus. That's why maybe, we're not making excuses for everybody. Maybe you, in your job, you're completely at a dead end. You know deep down you'll never go any higher. And you might not even want to now, but maybe 5 years ago you did, and you wondered why you were stuck.
I was going to say, people like you and I, all of that, Matt, whoever, like, in the truther circle, quote unquote, I mean, we're never, people like us don't get a shot, This James T. Kirk fellow was probably birthed for this exact moment, you know what I mean? Like, just set up from the get-go, man. Because these motherfuckers who get a voice are just, even if it is organic, maybe James T. Kirk was this guy who just got caught up in this, right? And just like I said yesterday, became a patsy for the not know, because like, oh, we can use this idiot kind of deal. And it's like, people like you and I don't fall for shit like that. Like, we don't get wrapped up, we don't get put under the dragon's wing. Maybe
Jim Cramer on CNBC still talking about his stock picks and his booyah and all the same bullshit installed century. Puts in those people that it knows they'll be loyal, and it doesn't need exceptionalism anymore.
Probably why there's a big push for like AI and stuff, AI voices, probably holograms are coming. I know holograms is already a thing, but I'm talking about like a big improvement in technology where you can literally bring Elvis back and have him talk about how he wants to cut his dick off in order to be a woman. So, like, that level of fucking clownery, buffoonery is incoming, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it'll be within my lifetime. This shit has been accelerating pretty quickly, like way faster than I thought it would. Only because the boomers are dying off, like one of my earlier presentations, I talked about Hulk Hogan and Ozzy Osbourne were like the reality markers or the keys, maybe not the keys, but the like the smoking gun kind of situation where it's like time for not note to wrap it up, like our two biggest influencers to the boomer gen are gone, so that's the indication that they got to crank it up, right? Shit's about to go down. This Charlie Kirk thing is just one aspect of what's going down, you know what I mean?
They just need an entity in any sort of position of prominence, power, celebrity, even a rock singer, whatever, that will 100%. Do exactly what it's told and will never go.
I mean, think about who are the heroes nowadays, I guess Charlie Kirk was a good example where I don't personally believe he was that exceptional because I sort of forgot about him. You know what I mean? But you got clowns like, and I hate to say the names of these idiots, but, like fuckers like Markiplier and, Mr. Beast and what's another one, Asmongold and all these other fucking morons that just repeat the script, right? To give an example, when the George Floyd thing happened, it's like they were the first to start beating on their chest and talk about how it was wrong and how the police are evil and blah blah blah. It's like fucking just reading, like, clearly, very obviously just reading off a fucking script kind of deal. Maybe not literally word for word verbatim reading a script, but very obviously told that they have to follow this script because they're under the dragon's wing, an illusion of freedom to where it's like, oh yeah, Markiplier, go and do your Unis Anas bullshit or whatever it's called with your little gay white friend, and then when we need you, we're gonna give you a call, right? The little red phone's gonna ring, and that's when in the closet, right? He's got a little red phone in the closet. Motherfucker, the thing rings, right? And that's when he knows he better stop his stream, stop what he's doing right away. Even if he's in the middle of fucking his stupid girlfriend, he's got to go pick up that phone, you know? Be like, hey, Markiplier, like, this George Floyd thing happened, you know what to do. And they just send him a fax, right? This little fax machine goes off. Maybe that's the under indication. His fax machine in the closet goes off. He's like, oh shit, here it comes, man. Something big's about to go down. And that's when they repeat the script, right? That's how it happened too.
Go off script. And years ago or decades ago, in their little meetings where Bill had them depicted with the floating Baphomet, with everybody in the form of a monkey, where they said, but we won't have anybody exceptional anymore. And they said, we don't, everybody's so mind controlled on the ship of fools. We don't need any of our leaders or celebrity to be exceptional anymore. Yep. We just need them. We just need to make sure they'll never go off script. And we know they're not going to be very good. But the people are so gone, we don't need them to be exceptional anymore. We don't need an entity like John F. Kennedy anymore. And I sat here for a minute on how to wrap this up, and I thought, you know what? I didn't check on Duluth and Dubuque. Well,
yeah, I think that about covers what I wanted to talk about. Yep, y'all have a good day. Have a good night.